How's it going? In this video, I'll show you how to perform Reo Drifts, also known as ski drifts. Hopefully this video helps popularize them, as they are very useful tech when realigning and charging quick MTs. So without further ado, let's get into it. Reo Drifts are named after the tasser Reo PFMP 721. In a rough translation from a video titled Skills Comparison and Tutorial Number 1, he says, "By the way, this drift is called Reo Drift among foreigners because I first started using it, but I'm not comfortable saying it myself, so I'm not giving it a name." I'll put the video and some other useful links in the description below. But what exactly is a Reo Drift? It's a movement where you begin your drift one direction, then land going the opposite in one seamless motion, eliminating any rehops. The timing is a bit tricky at first, but once you get the hang of it, they're 100% consistent. To perform a Reo Drift, move your control stick at the same time as you hop. This is known as a 2008 drift. Keep in mind it does not need to be a hard input. Let go of that drift mid-air while moving your control stick back to neutral. As you're landing, re-hold the drift button with your control stick coming out of neutral in the direction you want to go. This may sound overwhelming, but I promise it quickly becomes muscle memory. Timing is crucial. There's the slightest delay after landing before bringing the control stick out of neutral and repressing the drift button. Too early, and you'll hop to begin a second drift. Too late, and the drift will fail altogether. Once you have the timing down, you may notice that sometimes your bike immediately commits to the Reo Drift. Other times there's a hesitation. This is also due to timing. If you're struggling to complete quick Reo Drifts, try moving your joystick out of neutral a tiny bit earlier. You may have noticed that I'm flicking up on my controller while performing Reo Drifts. This is because they can be performed with a wheelie. To do a wheelie Reo Drift, execute the inputs like normal, but add a wheelie just before repressing the drift button. It's very important that the wheelie input comes out before the drift input. However, they should be as close together as possible. Just like normal Reo Drifts, wheelie Reos can either be fast or delayed. Ideally, you'll want the character animation to pull the bike over, not up. Think of it like a wheelie chain drift without the first MT. Once it looks like this, you know you've done it perfectly. Did you know you can perform Reo Drifts while small? As far as I know, this is the only way to consistently slip drift on flat ground while shrunk. The inputs are identical, but you'll need to execute them sooner since you land much earlier. Another interesting tech is one-sided Reo Drifts, where you get a slip in the same direction as the initial hop. There aren't any scenarios where this is useful, except maybe delaying a drift you started too early. Similar to lull chains and task turbos, it's just for style points. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Doing commentary is definitely outside of my comfort zone, but it's easier to explain stuff this way. Depending on how this video is received, I might create similar ones in the future. MKW movement is one of my favorite topics, and seeing crazy bike tech like this become more commonplace is pretty neat. Alright, until next time, see ya.